பிரம்மவத்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசற்சீடர் செரிகுருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோருருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமுகத்தன் அவனையான் தென்பான்மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே அவனையான் தென்பான்மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே ஆன்மாவாமீசன் குகனுக்கருள் செய்த ஆன்ம சாட்சாத்காரமாகுமீ ஆன்மாவாய். 1 minute. It has gone to Anma Bodham tune. It has gone to Anma Bodham tune. ஆன்மாவாமீசன் குகனுக்கருள் செய்த ஆன்ம சாட்சாத்காரமாகுமீது ஆன்மாவாய் என்னகத்தே இருந்தின்று தமிழ் சொல்வானம் முன்னவனாய முதல் ஆன்மாவாமீசன் குகனுக்கருள் செய்த ஆன்ம சாட்சாத்காரமாகுமீது ஆன்மாவாய் என்னகத்தே இருந்தின்று தமிழ் சொல்வானம் முன்னவனாய முதல். So where are we now? 47. Okay. போனாலும் வந்தாலும் போனவன் வந்தவனும் நானாகேன் போக்குவர நாடி நிலை நானா பிரகிருதி தன்மார பெற்ற தருமந்தோய்ந்து இருந்தோன் இருப்போன் அலன் பிரகிருதிகாரியமாம் கண்மங்கள் பேசும் பிரகிருதி கண்ம பிறப்பே நிருமலன் யானோர் செயலிலனென்றே யுக்த தத்துவவித்து தானோ நனு சந்திப்பான் அவர்க்கு பிரகிருதியார் பந்தமில்லை அவன் முக்த அடைந்தான் அவன்தான் பிரகிருதிகாரியமா பேசுதோஷத்தால் ஒரு பொழுதும் ஒட்டலுரான் ஒழியால் இருளின் உருவம் ஒழித்து விளக்கெவ்விதந்தான் விளங்கும் விளக்கமில் அஞ்ஞானத்துண்டாகி ஆரிருளை மாய்த்தொழிரும் சுஜ்ஞான ஜோதி ஆன்மா நெய்தி இந்த தீபம்தான் நிர்வாணம் முற்றிடல் போல் மெய்யான்ம சிந்தை விடாமலே செய்யோகி ஆன்மாவின் கண்ணேயே ஆர்ந்திருப்பன் ஆன்மாவின் மேன்மேவ ஒன்றின்றுமை. So yesterday we saw this Mahayogi, even though he is functioning in this world, that is through his body mind, that is even though he is part of Prakriti, but still since he is identified with the Purusha always, he never ever is touched by the Prakriti and the Prakriti dharmas. And none of the Prakriti dosham will stick to him, will affect him. So he is totally free. What are all the Prakriti dharmas? Prakriti means what? The nature, the change. So the growth, then the decay, death, sukha dukkha. These are all the things in the Prakriti. So Prakriti dharmathodu ottan. So for him, even though he is functioning in the same world, living with the same body mind, but still he is one with the Paramatma, therefore his Prakriti dosham will not affect him, will not touch him. That is the beauty of it. And here it is said, Neidhirnda Deepamda Nirvana Muttidubol. When the ghee is over, the lamp by itself will just extinguish. Similarly, for him all the vasanas are gone, so his mind slowly it will go off. And then what happens? Seyyu Anmavin kanneye aarndiruppan. Aarndiruppan means what? He remains there with total peace. Aarndiruppan. His mind slowly has subsided. And he attains to that highest peace. Anmavin meva ondrinru mel. Meaning beyond that there is nothing. Therefore he is so satisfied. And he has achieved the goal of his life. And he has attained to the total peace. And he enjoys the total bliss. And therefore he abides there. This is what happens. Then now moving on to the 52nd verse. Kudankondu pongar kudattula ahayam udan selvadaga unarndum kudandane sendruduvadagayam selvadilai aanmavum நின்றிடுமே ஆகாயனே. குடங்கொண்டு போங்கார் குடத்துள ஆகாயம் உடன் செல்வதாக உணர்ந்தும் குடந்தானே சென்றிடுவதாகாயம் செல்வதிலை ஆன்மாவும் நின்றிடுமே ஆகாயனே. See, a very strange thing is explained here. Kudam kondu pongal. Kudam means a pot. When you carry the pot, when you move the pot, what happens? Kudattula ahayam udan selvadaga unandum. We feel as if the space in the pot also moves along with the pot. That is what we feel. Even though we feel that way, kudandane sindriduvadu ahayam selvadilai. Only the pot is moving, the space inside the pot is not moving. Why? Because space is all pervading, in and through. It cannot be divided by the walls of the pot. So, therefore, when you move the pot in the space, it is not that the pot space is moving along with the pot. Pot alone is moving in the space. This is what we have to realize. But generally for ordinary folk, what he thinks, the pot space moves. See, that is why I asked that day, when you were traveling in the car, when the car is moving fast, when you're inside the car, what is happening to the car space? Is it moving along with you? No. Space is ever present, all pervading. It is not divided by anything. It is adisukshma. So it is not divided by the stula, other Buddhas. So therefore, when the car moves very fast, not the car space moves, just the car moves in the space. It's a very subtle thought. So when we move the pot, it is not the pot space which is moving, just the pot is moving in the space. So similarly, Anmavum nindidume ahayam ner. This ahayam, this Anma is also like this space, which is adisukshmam. It supports everything, it gives room to everything, but it is not bound by anything, or it is not divided by anything. So therefore, when the body moves, it is not the Atma is moving along the body, along with the body. So Atma is there, only the body moves. Atma means the knowledge. In the knowledge, in the pure consciousness I am, the body moves. But Swamiji, I am living inside the body, na? Atma is here, na? It is inside the body, na? So when I move, the Atma also should move with me, na? No. See, though this this sanam is pointed out, but still heart is what? It is in and out. That's what we have seen. It is Atma, the self only. So therefore, this Ajnani, he is so identified with the body-mind, he thinks whenever the body-mind moves, he is moving. Whenever the body-mind does something, he is doing. Whenever the body-mind enjoys something, he is enjoying. But the idea is what? The Atma is just there as Sakshi Matram. The body-mind is moving, it is doing, it is enjoying. According to its gunas, according to its vasanas. So the Jnani is one who can clearly see that I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer. Pokkum varavum enakkillai. I am not going anywhere or coming back from anywhere. I am just remaining as myself. In me, everything happens. But I have nothing to do with all these things. I am not touched by anything. Like the space. So, in the Vedanta Shastra, it is called as Madakasha and Batakasha or Mahakasha, whatever. Meaning the pot space and the universal space. So the pot space is never moving with the pot. Only the pot is moving. You understand? So Atma is not moving anywhere. He is not coming from anywhere. It is as it is. Pokkum varavum punarvumilla punyane. Why? Because Atma is all pervading. Where can it move? Where can it move? Wherever it moves, Atma is there. So it cannot move anywhere. Movement is possible only for the limited. For the unlimited, there is no movement. So therefore, Atma never moves. See, that is why when I sit in the Kudai chair, not moving, people complain. But I tell them, I never move. A lot of people have got a lot of problems with me. This Swamiji is not doing anything. He is just seated there in the Kudai chair and not doing anything. Yeah, I will never move because that is my nature. So, Atma never moves anywhere. And the next words, it is very, very, very difficult to understand because it doesn't align with our Advaitic thought. Suddenly, there is a Dvaitic thought. So, how to accommodate it, we don't know. Kanakammal is trying her best to accommodate it, but still it is falling short. Because it is Dvaitic thought. Suddenly how it has come in, we don't know. Maybe to help the ordinary seekers to understand better, maybe Parameshwara is giving out. You understand? But still, it cannot be accepted as such from the Advaitic standpoint, Advaitic viewpoint, we will see what it is and we will try to understand. Kudamudayungar kudattula ahayam Udan mahakayamodundrum Sadamam Udal agalungal Udalula anmavum Agalungal Udavula anmavum Udan paramanmavayurum Kudamudayungar kudattula ahayam Udan mahakayamodundrum Sadamam Udalahalungal Udalula anmavum Udan paramanmavayurum Kudamudayungal, when the pot is broken, Kudamudayungal, when the pot is broken, he says here, Kudattula ahayam, Udan mahakayamodu ondrum. The space in the pot, it merges with the Mahakasham, with the universal space. Similarly, when Sadamam Udal Ahalungal, when the body is dropped, Udalulla Anmavum, the Anma which is in the body, Udan Paramanmavayurum, it merges with the Paramatma, or it becomes one with the Paramatma. This is the idea. Yesterday also we saw the same idea in the Atma Bodham also. But here, the problem is when you say Kudamudayungal, when the pot is broken, the pot space becomes one with the universal space, then you are accepting that the space has become as two, pot space and the universal space. But our even science and our own intelligence says space is so subtle, it cannot be divided as inside or outside due to the walls of the pot. So therefore, if it is said, when the pot is broken, the pot space merges with the universal space, it is little hard to accept. And he says, when the body drops dead, the Atma merges with the Paramatma. Meaning, Advaitic thought is what? Atma is there. It has never become Jiva. It is only like the Purudan in the Kattai. Like we imagine the Jiva in the Parabrahma Paramatma. So therefore, this Atma has never become the Jivatma to merge with the Paramatma. Atma is always there. We only think as if the Atma is become Jivatma and now through sadhana it has to reach Paramatma. Maybe from that standpoint, to help the seekers of that caliber, that understanding, here Parameshwara is saying, yes, when you realize the self, when the body identification is gone, then the Jiva becomes one with Paramatma. In that context, it can be explained that way. But still, from the Advaitic standpoint, the Atma has never become the Jiva or the Jagat or the Ishvara. It is always the Atma, the self. It is just our mind's imagination that it has become the Jiva and it is suffering, enjoying, and then there is the Creator who is, dispersing rewards and punishment. And there is this world going on. So here the idea is little or nerdala irukku konjam. The whole text, this idea is little, or madri unacceptable madri. But that is why Kanakammal says, no, in order to explain it to the ordinary folks, for them to understand it better, maybe a latch down. He has come down a latch and then he is trying to explain. So this is easy to understand, but yes, Kudamudayungal, yes, when the pot is broken, yes, the pot space merges with the universal space. That is true. When he drops dead, the Mahatma, when he sheds his body, his Jivatma merges with Paramatma. As though there is a Paramatma sitting somewhere and the Jivatma is here, it is going to merge with something. It is totally a dualistic thought. But what is non-dualistic thought? Atma self alone is never has ever become the Jiva, Jagat or Ishvara. So all this is Mana Bhranti only. So when you realize the self, you know that it has never been divided into Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, Veda. Always it was as it is. So there is no coming or going, there is no merging. Realizing one's own self, that it is Nitya Muktan, Nitya Shuddhan, Nitya Siddhan. That is the realization. You understand? But anyway, this has come out from Parameshwara. Must be for helping the other seekers who feel that when the body is dropped, we become one with the Paramatma. But here it is not said you will go to some loka. At least that much we have to be happy. It is not said you will go to the Kailasha and there you will sit along with Shiva and Parvati and enjoy their company. See, maybe that is also true from a very, very different standpoint. But it is not absolute standpoint. Salokya, Sarupya, Sayujya, all those things are very Dvaitic in understanding. When somebody is talking about Maha Shunya Padam, then this is little, contradicting itself. Anyway, this is how it is. Moving on to the 54th verse. See, as an Acharya, I have to explain to you very honestly whatever I feel. That is why I am expressing this way. It is not that to say why Parameshwara has said that or Parameshwara whatever he said, who are we? See, maybe for some reason it would have been said that way to help certain seekers. So we don't know that. But it is not coinciding with our understanding all these days, whatever we have been studying. That much we have to understand. Okay. Yendradhikariya yella munarisan Andradhikaratthodi vararaindan Endrella Bandhangalin Veedu Patrinon Muttrunarvon Andamila Engumulanam Endradhikariya yella munarisan Andradhikaratthodi vararaindan Endrella Bandhangalin Veedu Patrinon Muttrunarvon Andamila Engumulanam. Yesterday, even Adi Shankara, if you think, even Adi Shankara was saying the same about Videha Mukti. It was very surprising. Maybe there must be something else we don't know. Even Adi Shankara was saying, do you remember? While talking about Videha Mukti, when the body drops, what happens? He was expressing the same way. Maybe there may be something else we don't know actually. Anyway, now here, Endru Ivaru. Ivaru means what? Endru means Ivaru is understood. Thus spoke Ishvara. Swamiji, why he is going to conclude or what? No. He is nowhere going to conclude. Endru Adhikariyam yella munarisan. Thus, Adhikarya means what? The ruler of all, the controller of all, Ishvara. Yella munarisan. The Isha who knows everything, who is SarvaJnan, Andru Adhikarathodu Ivar Araindan. With authority, he spoke thus. He gave out this Upadesha to his son Guha. So, with authority means what? He knows everything. Because he is Parameshwara. He is a SarvaJna. So therefore, with authority, he spoke thus. Ivaru Araindan. Araindan means he spoke thus. Endru Yella Bandhangalin வீடு பற்றினோன் முற்றுணர்வோன் அந்தமிலாது எங்கு முழனாம் என்று, when எல்லா பந்தங்களின், when one has released himself from all bondages, one has given up all attachments towards everything in the world, வீடு பற்றினோன், and one who attains to that Paramapadam, வீடு means here moksha padam, Paramapadam, he will become what? Mutthunarvon, he will become all knowing, Sarvajnan, andamiladu engu mulanam, and without any end, he alone is everywhere, he is all pervading, omnipresent, omniscient and omnipotent. These are the three attributes given to Ishvara. Omnipresent means what? Present everywhere. Omniscient means knowing everything, and omnipotent means all powerful. So this jnani also, since he is one with that Paratattva, he himself becomes omnipresent. Engumulan, Engumulana means he is pervading everything, and he alone is Engumulanam, and Muttrumunarvonam, and he knows everything. See, that is why Adi Shankara, when he was about to leave the body, he claimed that Sarvajnya Peedam, they say. In Kashmir, that is Sarvajnya Peedam. Those days, those who know everything, they can go and sit on that Peedam. And before that, all the great Panditas would test. Only when they are satisfied that, yes, this person knows everything, so he is allowed to go and sit on that Peedam, Sarvajnya Peedam. So Adi Shankara qualified himself for that, and he sat there, it seems. Sarvajnya means what? He knows everything. Swami, is it possible to know everything? Yeah, when you are with the source of all knowledge, that is what he is saying. He knows everything. Sometimes we feel it is a little tall climb, you know. Why we feel that way? Suppose, let us say, to a jnani, somebody goes and talks in, say, German language, no, Deutsch, what they say, or French. Will he be able to understand? If you ask, if he wants, he can understand. Generally, he will not apply this thing for that. But if he wants, he can understand. Purna Jnani, if he wants, he can understand. They say he can even understand the language of the animals and birds. So it is said he knows everything. Probably also because he becomes one with the Sarvasakshi, the Atma, the self, which is illumining everything. He is called as Sarvajnan, maybe that also. So therefore, here it is said, one who has given up all attachments, totally released from all bondages, he self which is everywhere. Andamiladu engu mulanam, infinite self which is all pervading, whose face is everywhere. Yesterday we saw, whose face is everywhere, meaning who is Sarvasakshi, who is a witness of everything whatsoever. So that is how he is glorified. This pure jnani, this paripakwa jnani is glorified by whom? By Parameshwara himself. And adhikaratodu means what? With authority, not with a doubt. With authority, with full awareness, knowing the subject matter very well. He is declaring that this jnani will become a Sarvajnan. And also, he becomes all pervading, and his presence is everywhere. Therefore, the real Guru is not in his kutia, is not in his place. Real Guru is everywhere. In fact, the world is in the Guru Tattvam only. And he is in our hearts. That is how we should feel. See, they ask few questions, you know. Swamiji, do we need to have a living Guru? Some people ask me. Swamiji, do we not need to have a living Guru? Meaning what? They are inquiring, is it required that my guru should be living in this world so as to guide me? Suppose, like people like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi who are dead and gone, can we take them as guru? Can they help us? This is what they ask. They don't know anything about Guru Tattva. While living also, Guru is dead only. There is no living Guru. While living also, Guru is dead only. In the death also, Guru is ever living only. So he has gone beyond life and death. What is there to ask living Guru? The very question itself is abattam. Means it's ridiculous. Living Guru. We think this body with a Kuri Guna is Guru. We have totally mistaken. Actually, Guru is Atma, the self. Always ever is present in the heart. He alone guides. Through all forms, He alone guides. And He guides even without form also. From within also He will guide. As intuition He can express. Whatever intuition we get, that is Guru's grace only. So therefore, there is no question absolutely whether we need to have a living Guru or, whether the Guru who has passed off or is of any use. No. We are actually insulting the Guru Tattva. Whatever is the Guru, he is always one with the self. So he is in the heart. He is only speaking. That is how we have to take the Guru and move forward. But we always miss. Anyway, he is not coming and talking to me now. How will I understand? When he talks, do you understand? When he talks also, you don't understand. Please understand, when he talks also, you don't understand. Only in silence you will understand everything. So that silence is in the heart. So therefore, don't have all those, illusions or delusions that only the Guru who is living in the world can help me. No. The Guru is Atma, the self, and the guidance is there when we seek truly, sincerely. See, that is why people get so attached to the physical form of the Guru. When he passes away, people are heartbroken and they feel as if they have lost everything. Oh my God, now what will I do? No. He is always shining in the heart as the self. So Bhagavan said, where am I going? I am here, he said. I am here. What a statement. I am here. நான் இங்கே தான் இருப்பேன்னு கூட சொல்ல. Not in future tense. He said in present tense. நான் இங்கே தான் இருக்கேன். How beautiful it is. So therefore, he becomes SarvaJnan and he becomes the Atma, the self, which is all pervading. Understand? Vijnanamingan vidadunniyohi. Oh, 55. Okay. Ahamangal ellam aravittamalanma. Yoga samadhiye uttridhanmel. ஆகவய ஒன்றுமே இன்றெனா ஓர்ந்தே மனவிகற்பம் ஒன்றுமுறாமல் ஒழித்து ஆகமங்கள் எல்லாம் அறவிட்டமலான்ம யோக சமாதியே உற்றிதன்மேல் ஆகவய ஒன்றுமே இன்றொனாவே ஓர்ந்தே மனவிகற்பம் ஒன்று முறாமல் ஒழித்து ஆகமங்கள் எல்லாம் அறவிட்டு. Where it is said? In the Upagamam. In the Upagamam only this Upadesha comes, na? as if Ishvara giving to Guha. So here Ishvara himself is saying, Ahamangal ellam maravittu. Meaning what? Puttakathai moodivai. Meaning now you give up study of scriptures. Meaning what? Just going on studying. Or Ahamangal means these Shivagamas or these scriptures, they talk about karma so much. How to worship, what are the rituals to be practiced. So from that standpoint, Ahamangalella Maravittu means what? Even Vedas, they talk about what all to be done, what all should not be done, all those stuff. So Ahamangalella Maravittu, meaning what? Giving up all karmas, all rituals, giving up everything. Ahamangalella Maravittu. Whatever prescribed by Ahamas, Veda Agamas, whatever prescribed by Veda Agamas, whatever karma, rituals, Ahamangalellam Aravittu, giving up everything. Why? Because those karmas become obstacle in the path of abidance in the absolute self. So daringly he says, Ahamangalellam Aravittu. So where he is speaking? He is speaking from Agama only. There he says, Agamangalellam Aravittu. Amala Anma Yoga Samadhiye Utru. Amala means what? Where there is no impurity. Immaculately pure. Yoga Samadhiye Utru. Always abiding in that Samadhi, Yoga Samadhi. Yoga Samadhiye Utru. Always abiding in the self. Perfect stillness of the mind. That is called as Yoga Samadhi. Yoga Samadhiye Utru. அதன் மேல் அயல் ஒன்றுமே இன்று என ஓர்ந்தே. அதன் மேல் means what? More than that, அயல் ஒன்றுமே இன்று என ஓர்ந்து. There is nothing to be achieved more than that. You have to be very clear about this. என்று ஓர்ந்து, having this clarity. See, when you have the doubt, okay, I have got this Yoga Samadhi, maybe there may be something else, I don't know. Beyond that. If you have this idea, you can never have peace. And that is not Yoga Samadhi then. Always the kuruguruthude irukku manasu. Idha vida periya or state irukumo. You know, somebody may come and tell you also, you know, that Mahatma, he is one step ahead. He is reveling in some supra consciousness. These Mahatmas only, you know, reveling in consciousness, pure consciousness or, you know, ordinary consciousness. He is reveling in supra consciousness. What is that supra consciousness? You don't know? Yeah, I don't know. See, when you go to write exam, you know, in the examination hall, the students discuss, did you study this? Yes, I studied. That one? What is that? That teacher didn't teach. Oh, it is not in this book, but I refer to some other book. It is there in that. And that may also come. You don't know. Oh, is that so? At the 11th hour, he is already very nervous. And this fellow, he really wants to confuse him. Otherwise, somebody will come in your life and say, oh, Bhagavan is teaching only ordinary abidance in the self. That is super self, you know. Like senior and super seniors. That is a self and super self. You have not heard about super self? No. Ayyo Pav. Only you have been taught the self, but our teacher has taught a super self. He is a super guru, you know. So then the mind will, my guru is useless, it seems. He knows only self. His guru is still superior. He knows the super self. My God, I think, is useless. Maybe that God is better. So, like changing the party, I will change now to that God. I will become devotee of that God now. So, when you are very clear in your heart, there is nothing more to attain. Why? This is it. Why there is nothing more to attain? Because there is nobody to aspire for something higher. Here, that body who could have aspired is gone once and for all. There is no Vyakti, there is no individual who can aspire for something more. He is already gone. The sugar doll or the salt doll while going down to fathom the depth of the ocean, is gone forever. Even to know the self, the salt doll is not there, the Jiva Bhava is not there. Only when the Jiva Bhava completely goes, this knowledge is revealed. Even to know the self, Jiva is not there. Technically speaking. So, where is the other thing, super self or the super consciousness? See, it's very clear, this is it. All the great Rishi Munis, all our great masters have declared, this is the supreme. There is nothing more to gain. So, this is very important. Why? Aga, meva, melaga, ayal means something else. Ondrume indru, yena onde. So, you have to be very clear in your mind, there is nothing more to achieve. Mana viharpam ondru muramal olithu. Mana viharpam means what? The mind, viharpam means what? Is always, in a state of, whether there is something else. There is something else, I don't know. See, that is what, when you finish your Vedanta course or also when you come back, some people will come and tell you, hey, have you heard about this Brahmavid Ashirvad? Oh, Brahmavid Ashirvad? Yeah, I have not heard about it. There, still better it has been explained. Is that so? So you must have heard everything from your own Guru. Prasthana Traya and everything you must have heard. And then when somebody comes and tells you about something else, then mind Kuru comes through. I want to read that, I want to understand that. I don't know whether I am missing out something. Whether I am missing out something. Yoga Vasishta, did you read? Yoga Vasishta? No. Ribhu Gita? Is that Ribhu Gita? Yes. You have not read? No. Chucho. Tripura Rahasya? What is the Tripura Rahasya? I have not heard about the Rahasya. Poch. Fail. So mind, mind will be always, confused. It is not satisfied. Very restless. Why? Because it has no clarity. When you have the clarity, this is it. There is nothing more to attain. You will not read any books. Bhagavan himself says, when you know what is the path, what is the goal, you have to just dive deep and know the self. You cannot know the self in the books. You can know the self only in the heart, within your heart. So this is very important actually. You have to be very clear in your mind, this is the highest attainment. There is nothing more to be attained. And therefore, mana viharpam uramal olithu. So the mind should never be allowed to think of anything else. No sankalpa samshayatma vinashyati. You know what? For the intellectual people, these doubts are the big shatrus, biggest shatru. Always something or other disturbing them within. They are not worried about all these mundane things. They are worried about, in the Shastra it is said like that. How is it true? Why in this text, when Paramashiva is talking about Advaita Vedanta, suddenly he has talked about this, Koda Mudayangal, this Matakasha, this Akasha will become one with that Akasha and all. Why? Today morning 4:30, I have got a doubt. And it was disturbing me for half an hour, 45 minutes. What is the doubt? Yes, this is all okay, everything is a dream. Okay, self alone is true. But how this Vyavahara is possible? This going and coming, this Jiva going and taking another body, and then the world continuing. இதெல்லாம் இல்லைன்னு தானே சொல்லியிருக்கு. அப்புறம் எப்படி இது இருக்க முடியும்? Where everybody, what is this going and coming? What is this Vyavahara? How can it be accounted for? What is this? A sort of a very subtle doubt which I cannot express also. But I could see clearly what is the doubt. I could see clearly the doubt. So what happened then? Nothing happened. I said, okay, let the doubt be there. In the back burner, now I have to read. I have to study. But that will not leave me. It will come again, haunt me. How? So as Bhagavan says, who is having this doubt? Then you inquire. That is the only way out. Only when you abide totally in the self, it is a doubtless knowledge. Otherwise, something or other will be cropping up and saying why, how, why. See, actually speaking, this Vyavahara is unaccountable. That is why even J. Krishna said it is mysterious. It is unaccountable actually. So therefore, here the mind should be made totally doubtless. That is why he says, Mana Vikarpa Mundru Muramal Ozhithu. So no Mana Vikarpa. You have to completely do away with all the Vihalpas, doubts. Vijnanamingan Vidadunniyohidan Yajnan Rummeidum Udalinmayai Sujnani Attaruma Dharmi Ahampuramum Marmuttan Yattalamum Yehuvaname Name Yattalamum Yehuvaname Vijnanamingan Vidadunniyohidan Yajnan Rummeidum Udalinmayai Sujnani Adharuma Dharmi Ahampuramumar Muttan Yattalamum Yehuvaname Vijnanamingan Vidadu Unni Yohidan Yajnanrum Eidum Udalinmayai. Meaning what? How it has to be understood? Inganam. Like this. Vijnanam Vidadu Unni. Abiding in that pure knowledge. Vijnanam means pure knowledge. See, what is the difference between Jnanam and Vijnanam? See, Jnanam means it is opposed to Ajnanam. Right? Generally, if you say Jnanam, it is opposed to Ajnanam. But Vijnanam means that Jnanam which illumines both the Jnanam and Ajnanam. So, Vijnanam Ingan, Vidadu Unni, thus meditating on this, Vidadu, constantly, without a break, Unni, Yohidan, Yengyanrum Eidum Udalinmayai. What he achieves, this yogi? Yajnanrum Eidum. Eidum means he attains to Udalinmayai. Udalinmai means what? No consciousness of this body. Udalinmai. Meaning his Dehatma Bhava is completely gone. Deham is there, which is visible to others. And for him also it is visible. But Dehatma Bhavam is gone. Taking the body to be his self is given up. Eidum Udalinmayai. Sujnani Adharma Dharmi. Sujnani, he is a Purana Jnani. Adharma Dharmi means what? He takes only the dharma of that self to be his dharma. See, all these days he has been taking the dharma of the body mind to be his dharma. Now, he has given up the identification of the body. Therefore, he takes the dharma of the self to be his dharma. What is the dharma of the self? Satchit Anandam, Anantam, Asangam, Nishkriyam. These are all the dharmas of the self. So, this only he believes or he takes to be his dharma. Meaning, it is not that he believes or takes, he lives like that. So, Adharma Dharmi. Dharmi means what? One who follows that dharma is called as Dharmi. So, Adharma Dharmi means Adharmam. That dharma, which is the dharma, nature of the self, he takes that self to be his dharma. He takes that dharma to be his dharma. Then aham puramum ar muttan. Aham puramum ar means shining. One who shines aham puramum, in and out, everywhere. This muktan yettalamum yeguvaname, meaning he roams around everywhere without any fear, like the wind, without any fear. He roams around everywhere. கடைசியில் என்ன முடிவு? அவன் ஊர் சுத்துறவன் ஆயிட்டான். He roams everywhere means what? He has nothing to achieve. He has no destination to reach. He has achieved everything. And now what? Wherever the prarabdha, wherever the body mind takes, so he roams everywhere. Meaning what? He is the Purna Swatantran. If he wants to remain in a cave, he will remain in a cave. If he wants to roam about, he roams about. If he wants to give up his body, he may even give it up. Like Jiva Samadhi, we are speaking now of Jiva Samadhi. He is Purna Swatantran. Nobody can stop him. Pishachavat. Pishachavat means what? Fearless. See, we have got every day a schedule, a timetable to achieve this, to achieve that. Suppose if we don't have, we become very miserable actually. We don't know what to do also. You know what is a real problem for the elders, seniors, very seniors, 70 plus, 80 plus. Or Acharya used to say, 70 not out, 80 not out. The problem is, they don't have anything to look forward. They don't have anything to look forward is a terrible thing in life. Maximum what they will look forward, அவனோட கல்யாணம் வருது அன்னைக்கு 25ஆம் தேதி, அங்கே போகணும், இங்கே வருது இது, அந்த ஸ்ரார்த்தம் வருது, அதுக்கு போகணும். So whatever they look forward is going and attending a function, that's all. Because they have nothing else to do. No profitable job to do. No inspiring thing to achieve. So for them, when they get up, they don't know what they are going to do today. This I achieved at the age of 25 only. Where people achieve in 85, I achieved in 25 only. When you get up, absolutely don't know what you are going to do today. Let us see, what is the hurry? I tell myself, why are you asking me in the early morning, what are you going to do today? We will see. மெதுவாக செய்வோம், எல்லாம் யோசிப்போம். So after some time, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, you start thinking, so what should be done today? These ammas, when they get up, they think, இன்னைக்கு என்ன சமைக்கிறது? That is a big question. They go and discuss with everybody. அரே ஏதோ சமைச்சு தொலை, இல்லை யூ டெல் மீ, வாட் டு யூ வாண்ட் நவ் டுடே? என்னை ஆளை விட்டா காணும், ஏதோ செய். யூ டெல் மீ நவ். Because they can't decide, it's a very important thing. How can you decide such important matters? You have to discuss with everybody. So this is really terrible if you don't know what to do with life. Why you are living, you don't know. And today what to do, we don't know really. See, that is a Tamil saying, நாய்க்கு வேலை இல்லை, நிக்க நேரம் இல்லை. Meaning this dog, if you see, it has got no job. But it cannot stand in one place. It goes here, it goes there, as if it has got everything to do. It goes everywhere. But actually it has got no job. Really, like our life also is like that only. உண்மையிலே நமக்கு ஒரு வேலையும் இல்லை இங்கே. பட் அங்கே ஓடுறோம், இங்கே ஓடுறோம், அதை செய்கிறோம், நான் தானே செஞ்சாகணும், ஐ ஆம் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள். நாய்க்கு வேலை இல்லை, நிற்க நேரம் இல்லை. Actually speaking, we don't know what to do with life. That is the real problem. See, why people are so scared about retirement? Then they are very scared. என்ன செய்ய போறேன்னு தெரியலையே. See, then they will have something. என் மகளுக்கு கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டேன்னா அப்பா எல்லாம் ஓகே. கல்யாணம். They go on searching for a groom or a broom. He is middle agreeing. And then they arrange this, arrange that. They are very happy doing that because they are very inspired, enthusiastic. And after the marriage is over, now what? Now what to do? Then every day you call that poor girl and disturb her. And you don't know what to do because only one daughter, only one son. I don't know what else to do. Now what are they? Onakahadanda. Ayo, please leave me alone. So they don't know what to do because they have not sort of involved themselves in something profitable. But those who are in satsang, they have no problem. They have something or other to attend, to think about, or to sit, meditate, or go somewhere, Tirtha Yatra, somewhere. But those who are not spiritual, those who have nothing to do, really it's a trouble. So here this Mahatma, he has no trouble doing nothing. What a wonderful state, you know. I really envy this state. This Mahatma has no trouble in not doing anything. If he is doing something also, he has no trouble. If he is not doing anything also, he has no trouble. He is Muktan. But we have trouble in doing something also. We have trouble in not doing something also. We always are troubled. Why? We are the trouble. So that is why Swami Shivananji says, always you should have one face. Otherwise mind becomes terrible. Unable to, control it. But this Muktan, he roams everywhere freely means what? He has achieved everything. Nothing more to achieve. And he is not worried about his bodily existence. Because he knows, according to the prarabdha, the body will live. And he is reveling in that supreme bliss. Parpurna Paramatma. Drinking the nectar of bliss. And total peace within his heart. He has found his peace. At last he has found his peace. And he has no attachment whatsoever with the world. No idea of I and mine. There he is. Muktan, Swatantran. He alone lives. Vedanta Vakyeshu Sada Ramantaha Bhikshannamatre Nachatushtimantaha Ashokavantak Karunaikavantaha Kaupinavantak Kalubhagyavantaha Moolam Taro Kevalamashrayantaha Panidvaye Bhoktumamatrayantaha Kantamapi Strimiva Kutsayantaha Kaupinavantak Kalubhagyavantaha. Oh, beautiful, you know. Dehabhimanam parihritya durat Atmanamatmanyavalokayantaha Aharnisham Brahmaniye Ramantaha Kaupinavantak Kalubhagyavantaha Swananda Bhave Paritushtimantaha Swashanta Sarvendriya Vrittimantaha Nantam na Madhyam na Bahirsmarantaha. They don't know what is in, what is out, what is up, what is down, what is middle. They don't know anything. Kaupinavantak Kalubhagyavantaha. So that is the state where they are totally free. So this can be achieved only when you attain to that supreme state where there is no mind. Unmani bhavam, where there is no mind. As long as there is mind, there is likes and dislikes, there are desires, there is fear, there is doubt, there is dissatisfaction, everything is there. When the mind is destroyed totally, then there is nothing. The knower and the known has gone forever. And there is only peace and bliss. The peace is bliss. Infinite. No beginning, no end. There is no idea of achieving something, going or coming. He is Purna Swatantran. People say, Swamiji, after 60, after retirement, I am going to come with you. I am so scared. Whenever people say, I become a little scared. I am now peaceful. I have to act as if I am very happy. Very good, I say. But I know this fellow will never come. Why? After 60, at the age of 59 only something else will be waiting for him. His daughter is, got married and she's expecting a child. Then he has to go there and babysit. And after that he gets so attached to his pera kolandai, peti kolandai. Swamiji, I want to come, but you know what? If I'm not there, my daughter will really struggle, I have to be there. Swamiji, please understand. No, I perfectly understand. With so much joy I say, yes, I perfectly understand, no problem. Then after 4 or 5 days, Swamiji, nowadays my health is not that good. It's a little difficult. Yeah, I understand. Always I understand. And that is how it goes. And some people get attached to some temple or some ashram, something or other, and they can't go out, they can't do anything. That is how we bind ourselves with something, some peculiar crazy ideas. Everything is peculiar crazy idea only. நான் தான் தினம் பெருமாளுக்கு சாப்பாடு போடுறேன். எப்படி? I am feeding Perumal every day. Hare Rama, Perumal is feeding everybody. No. If I am not there, Pavam, Perumal will starve and die. I have to take care of Perumal, na? See, this is true also. If you build a temple and if you don't take care of it, it is a Papam also, na? But we think always, I have to take care. See, I have to take care of God. It is not God will take care of me. I have to take care of God. And His temple, His abode. I am the Padukavalan. But no. அவரவர் பிராரப்த பிரகாரம் அதற்கானவன் ஆங்காங்க. பெருமாளுக்கு ஒரு பிராரப்தம் இருக்கு, தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? ஆக்சுவல் பெருமாளுக்கு கிடையாது. அங்கே உட்காந்துருக்காரு கோயிலுக்குள்ள, அந்த பெருமாளுக்கு ஒரு பிராரப்தம் இருக்கு. அவருக்கு என்ன நடக்கணுமோ அதான் நடக்கும். பாலடைஞ்சு குட்டிச்சவரா போகணும்னா குட்டிச்சவரா உட்காந்துருப்பார், பாவம். ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது யாராலையும். திடீர்னு அவருக்கு ஏதாவது நடந்து ஓஹோ நானும் ஓஹன் ஆயிடுவார். அது ஒரு ஜோஷியம் கையில் தான் இருக்கு. அவரோட பிராரப்தமே ஜோசியம் கையில் தான் இருக்கு. ஸோ ஃபார் எவ்ரிதிங் தேர் இஸ் பிராரப்தா. ஃபார் த ஆஷ்ரம், ஃபார் த டெம்பிள், ஃபார் மகாத்மா, ஃபார் எவ்ரிபடி தேர் இஸ் அ பிராரப்தா. என்ன நடக்கணுமோ அது நடந்து முடிஞ்சு தொலைஞ்சிடும், அது அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ யூ cannot change anything. Okay, as long as I am alive, I will change everything. When I go, when I die away, அப்போ யாராவது பார்த்துப்பாங்க. இப்பயும் யாரோ தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. So we are not Swatantran. We are always bound by something or other. We can't move out, we can't do whatever we want. And the poor wives, they can't think also something. Check, don't think, don't do. At the age of 80 also, that Amma is Kudu Kedavi, that Haya is 90. Now, shut up, don't do this, don't do that. He's always like this power. Yeah, I know. அவர் பாவம், அவரோட மன கஷ்டத்தை சொல்றாரு. I know. I can understand. So, Yettalamum Yehuvaname means he is the Purna Swatantran. He roams everywhere freely, without any trouble. எல்லாம் பேசினா டியூன் மறந்து போயிடுது. என்னுடைய ப்ராப்ளம் அது. சி, ஒவ்வொரு செஷன் ஒவ்வொரு டியூன் தான். நான் என்ன செய்வேன் சொல்லுங்க? முற்றுணல் வின்பமொடு மூதறிவு தன்வயம் வற்றல் வரம்பில் வலியுமிவை உற்றென்றும் ஆருணிராமயன் ஆன்மா அவன் சிவமே சேரும் விசுத்த உடல் சேர்ந்து முற்றுணர் வின்பமொடு மூதறிவு தன்வயம் வற்றல் வரம்பில் வலியுமிவை உற்றென்றும் ஆறும் நிராமய ஆன்மா அவன் சிவமே சேரும் விசுத்த உடல் சேர்ந்து. So for this jnani, for this Mahatma, what all is what all higher state or what all gain is explained here. Muttunarvu, meaning he knows everything. Muttunarvu, he knows the past, present and the future, and he knows everything. Muttunarvu. Inbamudu, inbam, pure bliss. So Muttunarvu means what? All knowledge. Inbam, true bliss. Inbamudu, moodarivu. Moodarivu means that abidance in the self. See, there is a difference between Muttunarvu and Moodarivu. Muttunarvu means he knows everything about the world, about everything. That is one thing. That is SarvaJnanottaram. Here Moodarivu means he abides in the true self. That is the true knowledge he has gained about the self, about the truth. So Moodarivu, Tanvayam. See, Tanvayam means, it means he is not Paravayam. He is not dependent on somebody or other. Tanvayam, he is self-sufficient. He is so satisfied with his own self. Therefore, he is Purna Swatantran. He is not dependent on anybody whatsoever. Even mundane things he is not dependent, because he is very sure that everything will be taken care. If not also, no problem. So therefore, Tanvayam, he is always Tanvayam means what? He is not depending on anybody. He is dependent on only his own self. Vatral varambil valimai, valiyum. Vali means not the pain. நமக்கெல்லாம் அப்படிதான் இருக்கு. வற்றல் வரம்பில் வலி, முடிவே இல்லாத வலியா இருக்கு. இங்க வலி மீன்ஸ் வலிமை. வற்றல் வரம்பில் வலியும் இவை means great power. He gains great power. So much so that Rishi or Vishwamitra Rishi or somebody, that Trishanku was kicked off from the heavens. Poda, you are not supposed to be here. Pavan, that king, Vishwamitra Rishi only sent him to heavens. நான் சொல்றேன், என் பேரை சொல்லுங்க. He will allow. So he went there. Vishwamitra, who is Vishwamitra? Tum. And he was falling down from the heavens. And Vishwamitra said, how can you come from heavens? I have asked you to go. Be there. And he was floating in the mid-air. Trishanku Swargam. Then he created one Swargam for him. Go there. But what is the fun? In the heaven there is nobody. How can you enjoy? See, why people go to heaven? To have fun and enjoy. Na? That is Ramba, Urvasi, Menaka. There also I can go and dance. I can go and indulge in pleasures. That is why people go to heaven. If you create a heaven for one fellow, it's like, he is doomed forever in that heaven. அங்கேயும் போய் உட்காந்துருப்போம். நான் அட்லீஸ்ட் உலகத்தில் இருந்த புண்ணியமாக போயிருக்கும். குழந்தை குட்டிகளோட சந்தோஷமா இருந்திருப்பேன். This fellow, he sent me to the heavens, and there they kicked me off. And now I am nowhere. To show his power, he has built a separate heaven for me, where there is nobody. Poor fellow, Trishanku. But you know what? That kind of power he has got. He can change things. Trishanku. So, வற்றல் வரம்பில் வலிமை வலியும் இவை உற்று என்றும் ஆறு நிராமய ஆன்மா என்றும் ஆறும் எப்பொழுதும் பிரகாசிப்பான். ஆர் மீன்ஸ் ஒளி. ஒளி means light. என்றும் ஆறும் means what? He ever shines as Niramaya Anma, as the Anma where there is no Bhavarogam. Amaya means disease. Yesterday also, day before yesterday we have seen. Niramaya means where there is no dis-ease. What is disease? You are always not at ease. There is dis-ease. Whenever you sit straight for some time, there is dis-ease. Whenever we try to stop the thought, there is so much of dis-ease. Whenever we allow the thought as it goes, there is ease. There also disease. Because we can't, stand ourselves sometimes. Sometimes we can't stand ourselves. If I can't stand you, I can run away somewhere. But if I can't stand myself, where will I run? So always dis-ease. But in Atma, there is no dis-ease. There is only at ease. Why? There is no effort there. Wherever there is effort, there is a dis-ease. Please understand this. Wherever there is effort, there is a dis-ease. So who has got no disease? One who is not putting forward any effort for anything. Why this Amma is laughing like that? I don't know really. See, I am telling you the truth. She is laughing as if I am joking. See, whenever you put forward any effort for anything, it is disease only. When there is no effort for anything, they are at ease. Everybody wants to achieve that only. Why they work hard day and night? After 60, I am going to have a big pension fund, big bank balance, and I will not do anything. I will sit like that. I will enjoy my life. But can they enjoy the life? No. Always the mind is the disease. But this Mahatma knows how to enjoy life. He is at ease. Because somebody gives him food. Somebody washes his clothes. Somebody irons also. And somebody cleans his room. And somebody is always there to listen to all his nonsense. He's laughing like that. He's acknowledging it. Umma Swami நீங்க சொல்றதுன்னு சொல்றாரு. So he is at ease always. Summa cutting jokes. And then going here and there. Doing nothing. Time pass. If you see our Acharyaji, he lives like that only. At ease. Every time at ease. Not bothered about anybody. See, only if you are not bothered about anybody, you can be at ease. If you are bothered about your sishyas, avladhaan mudinju pochu. Real disease. Real disease. If you are not bothered about anybody, you are at ease. If you are not bothered about anything, you are at ease. So this Mahatma is at ease, meaning Niramayamam Anma, the Anma which has no disease. Avan Sivame, he has become Shiva himself. Avan Sivame. Serum Visiddha Udal Sendu. He attains to a new body. What is that body now? Onnu pochinu innu now. This Udal is Chidakasham. That is his Udal. The Chidakasha is his body now. That is how Kanakamma, beautiful interpretation. Serum Vishuddha Udal means Shuddha Udal. Vishuddha Udal. Pure form he takes to. What is the form? The form of Chidakasha. So, he takes up to that pure form of Chidakasha and he becomes Shiva himself. Who says this? Shiva himself says. He becomes Shiva. Avan Sivame. Sandehame illai. Avan Shivame. He becomes Shiva, abiding there. At ease. Purna Swatantran. He knows everything and he is always blissful and he is abiding in the self which is total peace, silence, and he has got all power in the world. He can do anything, and more than that, he is at ease with everybody, with himself, and he lives a wonderful life and he becomes a blessing to the world. Wherever he goes, there is only blessing. And everybody is so happy to even see him. Priya Darshanan. They are very happy even just to have his darshan. So that is how he becomes. So this is the gain, this is the ultimate attainment of this Sujnani, this pure Jnani. This is the attainment. Now it is 7:59. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.